Hello, my name is Michael Shahinsky, and today I'm going to be going over the MVC read application that we created here at Full Sail. We have mine is a simple portfolio application that I'm building with web design and web development are the categories, and then these are the individual items in each category. If you click on this, it brings you over to the description page, and you can navigate back to each of these different items. And for this next part, I'm going to be going over my directory structure. I like to keep everything organized in its own folders. So my index, I have my main page and my config, and I'll probably put that in a different folder as well. I have the assets, which would hold the CSS, JavaScript, images, or any other assets that maybe need to run the application. Next we have our controllers. This is basically does all the logic and displays the views. And then the models, which reads in the database information, handles all of the CRUD. And finally we have the views, which holds all of my view files, the footer, the index, and portfolio views, and that's basically the HTML. Now I'll be going over a little bit of the code that I did for this assignment. This is my main index file that controls everything. I have item ID that checks whether or not the get variable item has been passed through, and if it has, it typecast as a int or integer type variable. I also have my includes for the three main classes that I'm using, or two main classes and the config. And I start my controller here, and depending on what was passed through, I either display the index page or the portfolio item view. The config file, I just set up the variables for accessing the database, and I also added a little bit of error reporting just in case I wanted to display errors or go into production mode and not display the errors. Model is just real simple model accessing the database. I also have the error control here for setting on error mode, so I can see what type of errors are being which happen if I do something wrong with the database. I have different functions for doing different things, and get all items will retrieve all the portfolio items, and get by type, which you can categorize the portfolio items by type, etc. And then we have the controller, which basically sets up our model and our index and portfolio pages so that we can handle all the logic and then pass through to each of the different views. I also have this clean display function. It's something that I got from using WordPress, and basically what it does is it strip slashes just in case your database's variables are slashed, and also adds HTML special characters to prevent people from inserting JavaScript code or other HTML code that might break your page. And finally, I wanted to go over the importance of using Git for your projects. Git not only helps you to keep revisions and control, code or whatever, but also if you do constant commits and push and pulls, and you have something to fall back on in case something happened. It's really simple to get into and start using it. The first command is git add dot, which would add all the files, and then a commit. and a comment and says testing for video. And then you see I have no changes since my last commit, so it says nothing commit. And git pull, and pull any changes, and then git push to push everything to the server. And that's it. That's all there is to it.